Hello everyone, welcome to Career Launcher UPSC CSAT YouTube channel. One common dilemma that every UPSC aspirant faces is that how to cover the entire syllabus within the available time frame. Now the answer to that is creating a timetable for the preparation so that your preparation can be structured and consistent. Today we are going to talk about how you can create a timetable for your UPSC preparation. So why a timetable is important? What it does is that it provides the structure to your preparation. It makes your preparation consistent and makes you more disciplined. It helps in managing the vast syllabus. So in UPSC, when you do the preparation, there are a lot of facets that you need to cover. Whether it is general studies, CSAT, optional subject, current affairs, newspaper, or maybe answer writing or personality test. So everything clubbed together, it provides that discipline that you require, the structure or the management that you require to cover the entire thing within that stipulated time frame. Also, when you prepare, there are a lot of things that you need to do. You need to learn, you need to revise, you need to practice. So all that combined together will become a huge task in a day. And that timetable will help you to wade through that particular day more effectively and efficiently. Now, what are the key factors that you need to consider while creating your timetable, being an UPSC aspirant? First, most important thing is that you must be very aware of what is the syllabus that you need to cover and what is the examination pattern, so that you understand what are the different things that you need to include into your timetable. Second important thing is knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Okay, which subjects you are good at, which subjects you are weak at, and this again depends on if you are aware about the syllabus and the exam pattern. Third important thing is that current affairs is now an integral part of the complete UPSC preparation, whether it is prelims, whether it is main examination, or whether it is personality test. So you need to ensure that you allocate a significant amount of time for your current affairs or newspaper reading as well. Another important thing which a lot of students miss while preparing for UPSC, that you must take sufficient breaks in between. It is very important to be in a healthy mental as well as physical health status so that you can go through that long preparation duel that you have when you are preparing for UPSC. And the last thing, your timetable must have the flexibility to make changes if there are certain unforeseen circumstances that can come in. Because it's a long preparation, it's a 10-12 months preparation. There could be situations where you have to change your timetable. So that flexibility must be there into the timetable. Now with all that thought in mind, I'm going to present a timetable of a UPSC aspirant where I've taken few assumptions. One of the assumption is that this particular student is preparing for UPSC examination only. He is not preparing for any other examination. Second assumption is that this particular student is done with his or her graduation, post-graduation. So, his academics is done, whether it is graduation or whether it is post-graduation, and he's completely throughout the day dedicatedly preparing for UPSC examination. And third thing that I've assumed is that this particular student is a early riser. Now with those thoughts in mind, let's understand or let's go through one day, what kind of timetable that a ideal timetable for a UPSC aspirant. Now, I'm not saying this is your timetable. You can customize this based on your particular situation. But I'm just giving you a reference point to start with if you wanted to prepare a timetable of your own for your UPSC exam preparation. Okay. So this particular student who is preparing for UPSC, he starts his day at 5 o'clock, 30 minutes for wake up and refresh. Then after that, 30 minutes of exercise or meditation. Very important for your mental health being and physical health being. Okay, you have a full day ahead. You have a grilling day ahead. It is very important to start the day with some kind of an exercise or meditation. Okay. After that, 90 minutes are dedicated towards newspaper reading. Now, you don't require 90 minutes for newspaper reading, but what you are doing right here is that you are reading newspaper as well as making notes out of it. So 60 minutes is for reading newspaper and 30 minutes is for making notes out of it. After that, 2 hours of study time. So 7:30 to 9:30 you will be studying, And I would recommend that in the morning time you take hard topic, you take topic which you find, this is a tough topic for you. Okay, because that's the time your mind will be at the highest efficiency level. Okay, so you can wade through the difficult topic very easily at this point in time. 9:30 to 10 o'clock, 30 minutes breakfast break. Okay, now you have studied from 6 a.m. till 9:30, 3 hours 30 minutes study you have done. So now you deserve a break. So take a break, take your breakfast. Okay, after that 10 to 12 again you're gonna study. Okay, now at this particular study time between 10 to 12, I would advise to change the topic. What you are reading or what you are studying at 7:30 to 9:30, you change that particular topic in that slot so that monotony will not creep in. Okay. Then after 12 o'clock, dedicate 60 minutes to whatever you have read in the morning. Okay, so you have had 2 big sessions of study plus newspaper reading in the morning. Okay, now you will revise of whatever you have studied in that 60 minutes. That will help you to recall everything, remember everything correctly. After that, go for a lunch break. At the lunch time, I would advise to take a light lunch. So breakfast, you can take a heavy breakfast because you have to wait through the day. Okay, but lunch time, take a light lunch. Okay, it will be easier for you to go forward with your study if you take light lunch. Okay, and then after lunch you can have some relaxation. You can go through your social media profiles, or you can do anything that you want at this particular time. At 2 o'clock you again go back to study, but this time instead of learning something new, I would advise to take up practice questions. Okay, this is the time, ideal time for your practice. Okay, because after lunch is the time where your mind is at a little low efficiency level. You feel lethargic. Okay, at that time if you read something new, it will be difficult for you. So instead of reading something new, whatever you have done, you do practice questions of that. Okay, once done with 2 hours of practice, you deserve a break. Take a break of 30 minutes. At this break, you can take tea because you feel sleepiness after your lunch. So that should go away because now the study time is coming back. Okay, and you can do some kind of light exercise to rejuvenate yourself. So after your tea break, you should start with current affairs for 60 minutes. So you have done your newspaper in the morning. After that, this is the time where you cover other aspect of current affairs, whether through magazines, whether through any website that you are following. Okay, and do that current affairs preparation in those 60 minutes. After that, 30 minutes I want you to dedicate towards hobby timing. Do something that interests you, something that you like to do. Okay, that is extremely important during the day, that you spend 30 minutes of what you actually, you are very passionate about. After that, again you go back to study, 90 minutes, you do whatever is left, whatever be the plan that you have made for that particular day, and whatever is left, you do that in the last 90 minutes. After that, 1 hour to be dedicated towards dinner and family time. At this particular time, you can meet your family, interact with them, play some games or whatever you like to do. And then last 60 minutes of your day, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. dedicated to revising whatever you have studied after the first revision. So revision is extremely important so that you remember whatever you have studied. And 9:30 to 10 o'clock is the time where you go to bed. And then again 5 o'clock, you again start the day. So this is, one of the sample timetable for you. Here you can see that you have sufficient study time, you have sufficient practice time, you have sufficient break time, you also have time for your hobby, you also have time for newspaper, you also have time for current affairs. So that's how you can, prepare timetable on your own. You can take this as a reference, and based on your situation, based on your study pattern, you can customize the timetable. Another important thing that you need to do is using your weekends effectively. Okay, see, weekends are the time where generally you don't have usually the coaching that you are going, you don't have classes, so you have enough extra time during the day. Okay, so in this particular weekend, what you can do, you can revise the entire week's study that you have done. So do a thorough revision of the whole week. Then you can attempt few mock tests. It is extremely important and advisable to attempt as many mock tests as you can. Evaluate your performance and whatever mistakes that you feel that you have done in the last week, so that you don't do it in the next week. And then have some relaxation and recharge for the next particular week. So that is how you can use your complete 7 days effectively for your UPSC exam preparation. Some pro tips. First is be consistent. If you have prepared a timetable, follow it with discipline. Otherwise, there is no use of a timetable. Second is avoid distraction. Limit your social media uses if you are preparing for UPSC. And third is stay healthy. Diet, exercise, these are important things. If you stay healthy physically, your mentally will also be healthy and you can go through the preparation for a longer haul, which is required for UPSC exam. If you find this video useful, hit the like button, share it and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching and we'll come back again with such amazing videos. Thank you.